Sorry, y'all. You caught me in mid yawn. It's been a long day. Good Sunday evening, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day. Hello, Miss Lisa Ann. How you doing, dear? Thank you for stopping in. Go-karts are going fishing garage. Hi, Nate. How you doing? So, yeah, it's been a long weekend, y'all. Really long. We went to the tractor pools yesterday. I had to actually go to work earlier in the day. Work for half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. And then off to the tractor pools we went. Made it home about 1:30, or about 1 o'clock, I'm sorry. Got to bed about 1:30. And then I was up and at them at about 6:30 this morning. And it's been go, go, go all day. So, yeah, it's been a long day. Got a lot done, though. Did really good last night in the pools. Took a 2 second place runs in the twins only. And then I don't know where I ended up in the 20 horse stock class. Exactly. Probably last place by the way it was pulling. So. Oh, okay, Nate. Yeah, I seen you were live earlier, Nate. I didn't make it in. I was getting prepped for the live stream here, getting things set up and getting a little food in my gullet. So I'm gonna go back and watch it here later, probably tomorrow. But yeah, we're on the right track with the 20 horse, getting it to do its thing. While I was going down the track the first time last night, I mean, it was running strong. We just ran out of power. Oh, brother, I appreciate that, man. You didn't have to do that, but I do really, truly appreciate it. So, but like I said, as I was going down the track last night, the first round, I was going through my head, as I usually do, and was trying to figure out what I needed to do to make it better. And something hit me. The transmission we put in that tractor was out of my old 39 cubic inch modified tractor, the open RPM one. I think there's a couple videos very early on in the channel on that one. It's the bright red one. We just called it Little Red. But it's got a 22, 24, I think, tooth, first or second, third gear, and a 26% overdrive. That's way too much for that little stock 18 horse brakes. So we need to, I think next time around, I didn't think about it at the polls. I was concentrating on other stuff, but I think the next poll, because I looked today, I can't find a stock bowl gear and input gear to put in it. I know I have them around here. When I pull them out, I just don't usually save them very well because they're stock gears. I don't use stock gears. But we may try first gear with that 26% overdrive. It might up that stock first gear enough to actually make it pull better. So if that don't work, then we'll change bull gears in it and try to, I checked today. I can get a underdrive gear for $140. So to actually slow them 22, 24 tooth second, third gear down. So yeah, I was told on, I don't know if it was Facebook or someplace where I posted some videos while I was putting that wrench in that tractor, that somebody said that engine will never pull that gear or that transmission. It'll never work. Won't get off the line. Well, it gets off the line. It does fairly decent, a couple hundred feet, but it's just not enough to place up in the top tractors where we want to be. So yeah, miscalculation. Absolutely a miscalculation. But yeah, so we're working on it. It's slowly coming around. I mean, it's brand new tractor, brand new build. I mean, that tractor's never had that transmission combination in it before with that engine. So, I mean, last week I was talking about building a 20 horse command for it. I may still end up doing that. I may end up finishing the 50 cube and put it in Plan B's frame and build in a 6,000 RPM modified 25 horse to go in that tractor. Don't know yet. We're playing options. Either way, I mean, if we can get that engine to pull that transmission good, and we may stay with the 18 horse, but there's just something about the sound of an opposed twin, the Kohler commands. I really like the sound of them. Not that I don't like the sound of that opposed, but there's something about the V-twin commands that just their unique sound. So, but yeah, and let's see. Went to the grocery store as usual. Did not do a cooking video today. I was outside in the garage and messing around and stuff. I lost track of time, and before I knew it, it was already like 4:30, 4:45, and I needed to get stuff done in the house to get ready for tonight for this. So I might do one tomorrow evening. I might not. We might rehash an old one, or we might just not do one at all. Just post something else. Don't know yet. We'll figure it out though. Just too many irons in the fire. You noticed what? That I was going to rehash a cooking video? Or that I was busy? I mean, I have a cooking video planned. I just didn't get it executed today. Like I said, I just had a whole bunch of stuff going on. Oh, no video today. Did a video yesterday, the tractor pulling video. I usually don't post videos on Sundays besides the live stream. I was. Yeah, I posted one yesterday. I even did it Friday to members only, and then opened it up to everybody on Saturday morning as usual. I think it's out there. A lot of people told me they watched it. A lot of people with the tractor pulls. So, and success. My little buddy Henry from the tractor pulls, little young gentleman. I think he's about 13, 14. Very good puller. Some really nice tractors, him and his dad and everybody has. I asked him if he would videotape or run the video camera for the 20 horse class, 20 horse, 25, modified, and twins only. And he said yes. And from the clips I kind of downloaded this evening right before I come on here and was watching, he did a really good job. So thank you, Henry, if you're watching. Appreciate it. We'll get you something for compensation for that, for doing that for me. Really super nice young man. Helps everybody down there to pull. If they need help, he helps me set tents up sometimes and unload tractors, and he's all around super really nice young man. He's going to grow up to be a really good gentleman. Keep on that path he's on now. He even actually they even actually started teaching him how to run the Packer scraper tractor, the tractor that goes down the track and scrapes the holes that we dig in and packs the dirt back down. last evening they put him on that. He's been asking all year to for them to teach him how to run it. And last night they put him on it, and he did a fabulous job at that too. So he's a super nice young man. So we're gonna compensate him. I need to get some more stickers made, and I need to. We'll do something special for him. Hey Dwight, how you doing, brother? Thanks for stopping in. Maybe we'll have him a T-shirt made up. You know, get the like my black one that says Polar Bear's Garage in the front. Maybe we'll put crew on the back or something like that. What do you all think? Let me know. Should we have crew put on the back or just one of the shirts, and maybe the logo with a little crew underneath and then a big crew across the back? Something like that, maybe. I think that'd be awesome. I think he'd dig that. Yeah, I'm thinking the Polar Bear Garage. Hey, Adam, how you doing, brother? I'm thinking the Polar Bear Garage logo, like I have, and then right underneath of it, put crew, and then across the back, you know, a big thing that says crew, which would be just, I think it'd be awesome, you know. So, but yeah, and later this afternoon, well, some of the stuff I was doing outside today, I was finishing prepping the site for my new storage shed. I got to call them tomorrow and get some delivery down when they're going to deliver it. So, hey, Renegade, how you doing, brother? Thank you for stopping in. So, but yeah. So, that's basically my day. It says local honey. I like that. Get her a shirt that has the logo on the front, and then across the back it says local honey. She might kill you for that. Nah, she likes having you around. She'll just maim you. You know, put you in the hospital for a little bit so she can get a little bit of a break, but you'll be back. So maybe with a limp. So, but yeah, I've had a really busy week. I got a video sometime or another. Next Saturday's video will be. Hi, Mrs. Kartz. See, you speak of her and she pops up. We love it. Could we just start calling you local honey? But yeah. All right. There you go. You guys can't hear my fan. I got a fan blowing too because my office area here has a vent in it, but it don't put out a lot of ACs into this room. So,
hey, can you hear my fans?
No, not really.
I'll cut the one off. The one's blowing right at me.
I can't hear any of them. Hey, Wayne, how you doing, brother? Thank you for stopping in.
Can you hear it?
No, I can't hear it.
All right, I'll hang out.
I will. Oh, dude.
So.
I was out, like I said, I was prepping the area for my where I'm putting my storage shed at. We'd already leveled the thing, but there was still like the old some junk laying around in it. So I got that stuff all cleaned up, thrown in the trash can, and there's still a steel frame from the old storage thing I had that collapsed under the snow load a couple years before I have the one I have now. I still got to cut it up in the chunks and get it hauled out, but I was only working out there 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and I was dripping with sweat. I'd go in, sit in the garage in front of my fan, and then I'd go back out and do some more. Like I said, I was out there a few hours, like 3 hours or something like that, just doing little tinkering here, tinkering there. And
What's the temperature like up there?
it was up in the upper 80s today. The humidity's starting to come back up.
I would kill for some upper.
Well, it's supposed to be 90 and like 70-some% humidity tomorrow. So, you got to realize we ain't used to this shit.
Yeah, it gets cooking in here, man.
Well, yesterday it was like mid 80s, slight breeze down there at the track. Humidity was up there, but not real high. But I have one of those Hercules cordless little battery operated fans.
Yeah,
It's like a 12-inch fan. It's a lifesaver, man.
I bought this one off of Amazon. I'm not happy with it.
Well, I bought this one 2 years ago. No, it's year before last. When I was I was going to a poll. It was like Memorial Day weekend or something like that. And my brother went with me. We drove like 45 minutes to the only Harbor Freight that had one in stock, because that was the only way I was going to make it through the pool, because it was like 80% humidity and going to be in the 90s. And I really wanted to go to the pool because it was a special pool. And I went and bought that thing. I think they're like $40. Then you have to buy a battery. And yesterday, when I go to the tractor pools, I got a 5-gallon bucket that I sit out in front of me, kind of off to the side, and point that thing at me and put it on like a medium high. And I only take 2 amp hour batteries with me for that thing. Yesterday I had it on medium high, and I turned it on when I got down there right about 1:30, and it was still going. I mean, I would shut it on and off like if I wasn't at the camera and stuff.
Right.
But at 9:30 when I shut it off last night, it still had 1 bar left. So
That's pretty good. Y'all hit the like. There's 15 people watching. Hit the damn like button.
yeah.
Don't make me come find you.
It was 91 here today. There's 102. Yeah. I got an AC thermometer from work that is stuck in my vent of my truck. I keep forgetting to take it back into the shop with me. The one day when I got out of work, not this past week, the week before, when it was really hot, it was 111 degrees in my truck.
Your AC still not working, I assume, in the truck?
No, it broke again, and I don't want to. I can't find. I have to buy if I buy it local, I got to buy a whole compressor. $200 and some. There's nothing wrong with my compressor. My compressor and everything works.
Just the clutch.
It's just the magnet. Well, the clutch, yeah. But when I tore it apart, I looked at the magnet. The magnet had actually got so hot it melted into the bearing of the pulley.
Oh, damn.
The plastic around the magnet. And and then it swelled up, and when I took it all apart, it was stuck inside the pulley, the pulley for the compressor.
Yep.
It was stuck inside there because of the melted plastic and that. And I've broken it apart now, but you can see all the windings and everything are in there. Just got super hot and melted. Well, when I went back and looked at I just read half a dozen of the reviews on it, and most of those were like 4.5 or 5 star. Yeah, as you get down to the bottom of the reviews, more of them were, thing only lasted 5 days, thing only lasted 2 hours, blah, blah, blah.
I hope you left a bad review, Ed.
Yes, I did.
Good. All right. Let the people know.
Yeah. Well, if it would not have been for that the flat metal piece that bolts onto the front of the compressor with that single bolt.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't have been for that, that whole thing would have come off.
Oh,
Because
boy.
when I pulled it apart to put the stock bearing back on it, and the bearing and pulley,
Just fell apart.
the snap rings were out of their grooves.
Oh, Lord.
It was just on there, kind of moving around. You know,
What motor is that?
that's the 4.7.
That's a V8, right? Is it?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it uses the same compressor and everything as the
That's what I was wondering.
1500.
Yeah.
1500s.
So like
What I thought about doing is what I thought about doing is grabbing one of my 12-volt batteries from work, my Milwaukee 12 volts, going to the junkyard and finding some of those trucks and testing the magnet. If the magnet works, it takes 10 minutes to pull that pump up and pull that magnet and stuff out of it. If I can get
not
that,
a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all.
pull it apart and reuse that stuff.
You got a lot of junkyards around?
Oh yeah.
I ain't been to a junkyard in years.
I haven't personally went into a junkyard and got stuff. There was a place, they just actually closed within the last 9 months. They sold used parts. So I could
Sometimes in junkyards be wanting freaking expensive prices for not the U-pull, but when they pull the part off themselves and try to sell it, they jack the damn price way up, just under what you would have to buy it for online or whatever. They'll be like $10 cheaper.
Well, I've been dealing with this place for 25 years through work and stuff and personal stuff. So they usually
help you out.
Yeah, and they kept their prices lower because they found that letting people into their yard to get stuff damaged more usable parts than if they just sent one of their guys out to pull it.
Right.
Because a lot of people, if they were wanting like a fan clutch, they'd go in and destroy the fan shroud and everything else around it.
I was going to say, yeah. Maybe even
get
put up the radiator too, getting it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if usable, sellable parts, and they were just having too many people go in and if you were needing like a door switch or a regulator motor out of a window,
ripping the door panel off, or
yeah, where their guy could go out and maybe pull the whole door off, bring it back into the shop where he can work on it, pull the window glass, the regulator, the door panel, switches, latches, all that stuff out. And if it's a good door skin, they can, have all that.
That's a good point.
Hey, Danson. Yeah, actually, Danson, if you look out my driveway, it is more of a junkyard than a driveway.
Yeah. You want to see a junkyard? I ain't never had so much crap in my garage.
What engine's in that Honda or Cub with the yellow hood or the tan hood?
That's a V-twin.
Vertical.
25 horse.
It's a vertical. We don't need a vertical.
Yeah, it's a vertical. That's my new daily.
I actually had somebody comment just the other day on my old Cub Cadet, the clutch drive, gear drive one that I was using to mow my yard that the clutch went bad in and I tore it apart.
Yeah.
And I never did a part two of putting it back together or anything. One, because I got another tractor to use that I like better. And two, the first video didn't get a whole lot of views. So I wasn't going to waste my time, doing another video on it. And they asked where part two was at. And I was honest with them. I'm like, well, honestly, the first one didn't First video didn't do that well. I don't need the tractor anymore. You know, it's just a survivor, I should say, because it still drives and mows. I just haven't put it back together because I got a newer, nicer Cub Cadet that I like a lot better with a bigger deck, and you know why, you know.
Ed, did you know? I'm sure you noticed that that Troy build I got over here. I had trouble with the belt on it.
Yep.
And I did watch your video.
Yep.
But when I was watching your video, I was like, this damn video has 298,000 views. 290. Ed's got a video that has 298,000 views. That's freaking impressive.
Yeah, I actually made a little short of it when it hit 250,000, 250,000 views.
I must have missed that.
It was just a little short post and stuff about it. Yeah, there's actually two videos on those tractors, two different styles, that same tractors that are Troy belts and stuff.
Right.
But there's two different style drives on them.
I got the oddball one.
Yeah.
You talk about a pain in the ass.
And that, you're right. Well, from probably October till March, that video doesn't get a whole lot of views. But as soon as spring comes around, that video is consistently my most watched video.
Well, funny thing is one of my videos on a Craftsman that I did a little helper video on. It's actually blowing up. It's like my 5th most popular video now. It went crazy in the last like 6 months. I've been getting comments like crazy. And
well, when I put that video out, must have been just at the right time for when those tractors started eating the factory belts, you know, and ever since then, you know, it's kind of like blown up. So
need to get somebody else up here so I can go clean my shop up. I swear, when I do a live stream, man, I destroy my freaking shop.
Oh, I was looking at mine today, and when I was taking one of my breaks, I may, if I get a weekend off, I may do a live stream of shop cleaning.
I'm gonna mute and do.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, dancing. Yeah, I wish YouTube would give you the little play button things for your, you know, if your video hits 100,000 views or 250,000 views, you know, instead of the subscribers.
And I'd be happy with a sticker.
Well, I thought they used to give one at like 10,000 subscribers.
Like a plaque?
Yeah.
I don't know if they give you a plaque at 10,000. I want to say it's 100,000.
Well, 100,000, you get the silver play button. But I thought before, when you hit like 10,000 or something like that, or 50,000, you got the red play button.
That'd be sweet. I'd love to have that.
Well, I think when I hit like 6,000 or 8,000, maybe 7,500, I'm going to make my own. Yeah, make it look like hillbillish, make it crooked, and like, you know, some kid cut it out with a, you know, pair of safety scissors and stuff, mounted on a piece of plywood or something that's cut crooked. So I was going to do it at 5,000, but I didn't have time. So, but yeah, I was looking. Somebody there was another channel I was watching today. I can't even remember what it was. And they were so nonchalant about it. Like, yeah, we got our 100,000 subscriber, you know, award today. You know, since now we have a shop or now we have an office and stuff to put it in, we decided to go ahead and get it. It's been like 5 years.
Did that lady have big boobs? Because usually I know people that got
No.
big boobs.
No, she don't.
I told
For sure.
Christine to start a damn YouTube channel. She'd probably get more blow past me in no time. Women tend to get way better subscribers than men do.
Oh yeah. Especially if they show a little cleavage and do the thing. I don't think anybody wants to see my man boobs or my butt cleavage, even though I show it every once in a while.
Ed, you should get an automatic 10,000 subscribers just for that beard, brother.
That's what I'm saying, man. This is like the finest beard on YouTube, brother. But I do watch Beard Meets Food. He's an English guy. He does eating or food challenges, and he's been over in the United States a few times and stuff. And his videos are sometimes only like 10 minutes long, and he does some. Hair big boobs.
What aggravates me, Ed, is that, since I watch your channel, it's a pulling channel, I get other videos popping up in my feed or whatever that are pulling videos, right?
Yeah.
Well, some of these damn videos have like 150,000 views, 250,000. I'm like, why ain't my boy Ed getting these freaking high numbers of views? That's YouTube messing with us small timers. That's what it is. Guaranteed.
There is a channel. I'm not going to even mention the name. They started less than a year ago. And it's an offshoot of another big polling channel. And they constantly get, they'll put a 10-minute video out of like 4 or 5 tractors pulling, maybe 2 tractors pulling, and they'll get 100,000 views. They've already got over 100,000 subscribers. Dude, I'm showing the behind the scenes and the scenes. I'm not, I don't want to say I'm bitching, but, I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the work to build the tractors and pull the tractors. And, it's beard shaming. That's what it is. They don't like beards. Well, I'm keeping the beard, y'all. You ain't getting away from the beard.
Hey, that might get you some views, Ed. Shaving off my 30-year-old beard.
I actually thought about it, but would the gimmick be worth the pain? Nah. Because this helps you all deal with this. And ain't nobody wants to see this naked. I don't even want to see it naked. So I thought about it. If you all followed me for any amount of time, I'm on the Instagram and the TikToky and the Facebooks and all that. Every year around Christmas time, a bunch of the bearded gentlemen on TikTok do the glitter beard challenge for Christmas. And they decorate their beards with Christmas ornaments and glitter and all that kind of stuff. I thought about doing that once, but I watched the aftermath of that stuff. Them dudes are like, they're washing their beards and stuff like 50 times, trying to get the stuff all out. And they're finding glitter in their beard like 2 months later because it's stuck in there. And I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Renegade, we weren't talking about big boobs. It was big boots. I got big boots. Glitter for like, yeah. Well, what's the one real popular guy that I watch? Or he pops up all the time. Something redneck. I can't remember what it is. He's a funny guy. I like watching him. Oh, Ripped Redneck. That's it. The Ripped Redneck. he does it. Some of the other guys that he's in their circle, they do it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it this Christmas. Don't even do glitter because I thought about maybe some tinsel and some, the little miniature Christmas ornaments and some battery powered lights. Now, a few years ago, my nephew did after Christmas. He got me it's a Christmas beard decorating pack, and it had little ornaments and I think little pieces of glitter stuff, but it also had like battery operated LED Christmas light bulbs. I actually don't know what happened to it, but
that'd be hilarious. I just wouldn't do the glitter like you said. No glitter.
Yeah. These dudes. I mean, the one year, the one guy, it looked like he had a glitter beard. He didn't have a beard at all, and he just put enough glitter and stuff on to make a beard, a big beard. But he does have a big beard. It was coated. I don't know what the aftermath of that was, and I really sure hope that he used like very water soluble glue. But I wouldn't want to be the one having to clean his drains, because that would definitely clog a drain as much as he had. I mean, it was stiff, it was hard, and I'm like, well, no. Now one year I did. We were messing around. This is years before YouTube. We were in a store one time, and there was a stocking, big stocking, and I kind of stuck my beard down in it, and had it held up. And there was a picture of it, but I don't know whatever happened to the picture. It was pretty funny. I had like a Christmas stocking on my beard. Maybe I'll do something like that. Just put a little piece of elastic over my head. Just have a beard stocking. What do y'all think? Think that'd be funny? That'd be funny. Oh. Yeah, I do have the Santa hat. I play the Santa well. Keep all my prop hats over here on the side. Second Chance Mar, what's happening, brother?
You gonna do your New Year's Eve celebration this year?
Yeah, we'll probably do that again. It's kind of a running thing. So I've been also been kicking around the idea of getting a 360 camera. I think a 360 camera on the front of the sled, shooting out over the front, like ahead of us. I think that would be cool. I just don't like the cool price of those things. I think was it DJI? Yeah, DJI is the one that has, or they just come out with a new one. And Insta360 is the one that's had them.
Or if you just find you a good drone, put the drone up, it'll fly there for 24 minutes. You ain't even got to touch it. You could set the controller down and go run your mower or run your pool, and it'll just sit there and hover in one spot the whole time.
Well, see, that's the thing. I've been checking into that because I thought about that. That would be pretty cool. And I've heard two. I can't find it on anything from YouTube, but some pretty substantial YouTubers have said that if you use drone footage on YouTube, you have to have a drone license. And I don't know about getting a drone license. I don't know what would be involved, how hard it is to get one.
I've put YouTube video. My drone is under, I think it's 250 grams. If it's under 250, you don't have to have a license to fly it. Mine's under 250. I don't. My video's up, and I'm still collecting money on it. So,
okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe they didn't specify. Maybe they have big commercial drones. But more than once, I've heard people say that to use drone footage, they had to have a license on file with YouTube that they can use that footage. So yeah, maybe I'll look into getting a drone. I was actually looking at some of the DJI drones. They have some that are like drones for dummies, which I need. And I was watching the one, and the guy was in his shop, big garage, and he set this thing up, and it literally followed him around like a puppy dog.
Yeah, that's all the new. Mine will do all that. Mine will do all that stuff, and you don't even have to know how to fly a drone. You literally tell it to take off, it'll take off, and then you can go up. It's easy to just go up, and then move it in front of where you want to be, and then you tell it to land. You hit a button, it'll come back and land in the exact same spot it took off from.
Well, he showed his. He showed his. He set it on the floor. He had the controller on his, and it didn't even have to use his phone. It had a little screen on the controller.
Yep. Well,
it went up.
Mine takes went up as the screen.
Well, his went up, and he like put it up, and then just tapped the screen on his face, and that thing. He said, "You got to watch. It has accident avoidance."
Yeah.
But he was like looking at the camera, and he turned, and that thing panned right around and followed him. And as he walked closer to the drone, it would back up and follow him. And it kept his face. He was walking in and out of his cars and stuff like that, walked under a lift, and the thing actually dropped down. When it got close to the car, dropped down and went under the lift as he was walking towards it. And he ducked down and went back up, and, but that thing's like $600 and some.
I bought mine used for $250, and it came with 3 extra batteries, and I think each battery is like 22 minutes of flight time.
Yeah. Well, my brother has a friend that he's a professional drone videographer, photo
pilot.
Yeah. Well, his business is he does a lot for like rental companies. Not rental companies. Realtors.
Real estate. Yeah. They do videos to the house. A real popular one, it's starting off inside the house and going out the front door and then going straight like up at a 45.
I went on some websites and looked at his stuff. He goes in with these drones, and he has like 360 drones that'll fly into the middle of a room, and you can pan yourself and look around, look up, look down, look everywhere. I mean, you like an outlet on the wall. You can pan down and look right at that thing.
Yeah.
And they go room by room, and then do the outside of the house. He flies up like over the roof. You can zoom in on the roof to see what the roof condition is and all that kind of stuff. It's really impressive stuff. People have
gotten so lazy they don't even want to carry a camera anymore.
Well, it's not that they don't want to carry a camera. It's the people don't want to go do open houses.
Yeah.
Why go drive somewhere? If I was looking to move down to Florida by you, I could go on. I could go down. I could go on a website onto a realtor and look through all these houses and say, okay, yeah, I like that house there, and put an offer in on it just from that, without having to be there in person.
Houses are up right now in Florida. You don't want to move here right now.
Oh, houses are up everywhere.
The house at the end of the street they want $450,000 for, and it's on a single lot. Mine's on a double. I paid $98,000 for this when I bought it.
I just seen a house somewhere local around here to me, and they want $400,000 and some for it.
We're already talking about selling and moving somewhere cooler.
Well, don't move to Ohio. It gets too cool.
I miss snow, man. We're from Virginia.
Yeah.
Me and Mrs. Cart's got fond memories of sledding down hills in snow.
Well, I have fond memories of sledding down hills too. my right out in front of my parents' house where my mom still lives. Now, when you look at it, it doesn't look like that steep of a hill out on the road. But we used to go up like 3 houses up with runner sleds, and because the road would be icy,
Yeah.
wax the runners on there, and like fly down the hill. And we thought we were flying. You know?
Probably were.
Go out to my uncle's house. They had a big hill on their had a hill on the side of their house, and they had a big toboggan. Excuse me. And we would toboggan. They'd make a toboggan run down that hill. Willie, I think you guys get worse winter than we do. But yeah, they. You know, I've got fond memories of, you know, like that at the end of my parents' driveway, where that hill's at. There's a big bank. It used to drift across that. We used to pack that snow down and then build, like, you know, snow forest or snow caves in there. But yeah,
Those are good old days.
Yeah, maybe it's because maybe it's because I get called at, like, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning to go clear sidewalks, you know, and then listen to the people that we've cleared the sidewalks that they're not good enough, and, you know, or whatever, and been doing that too many years to enjoy the snow, you know. They'll bitch because there's a little bit of ice or a little bit of snow on a sidewalk. Motherfucker, you know what I went through to drive here, to get there, to clear that sidewalk for you that good? You know, I'm usually out before the snow plows are out. When I lived in the next town over, where I grew up at, I can fondly remember it used to take me roughly 20 minutes, you know, just normal driving to get to work. It took me 53 minutes from the time I left my house, started driving my truck, 53 minutes to get to work to do snow removal, because we were out before the plow trucks and the snow was so deep. And I was driving a 2-wheel drive truck at the time, but that thing went through the snow like a tank. But still, you know, and then you have people complaining, you know, well, you didn't do a good enough job. Please, you know what? Oh, I'm sorry. You can't wear your flip flops to class, you know, because there's a little bit of snow on the thing. Buy a pair of boots. You're in Ohio.
You
know,
you come to Florida, you got to buy slides.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I was looking at, my brother wears the Hey Dudes.
I want some of those.
I do too.
I
just don't want to pay the price for them.
Are they expensive?
From what the ones I looked at, they are. I think they're like $50 a pair.
My birthday's coming up. Guess what I'm getting for my birthday?
Can we say it on YouTube?
A calculator watch, like an old Casio, the old school calculator watch. I told the wife I want one. You can get them for like $30 on Amazon.
Awesome.
Yes. Don't worry, I'll show you.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
The ones you weren't allowed wearing in math class?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. 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 I'd like to go back in time and show some of them teachers. You won't have a calculator in your pocket when you get older.
Right? Boy, was she wrong.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. I don't have a calculator in my pocket. I got a smart computer.
I got a computer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's a good point, Ed. I never thought of that. I couldn't tell you how many teachers told me that. Remember those Texas Instruments we used to have to buy too?
Yeah. See, I was never in the really smart classes. I never had to buy a scientific calculator. You know, I could always have the cheap ones.
Yeah.
But, you know, still, you know, every math teacher I ever had, you know, you won't always have a calculator on you when you need to do this.
Yeah. I definitely heard that a few times.
But they were technically right. It's not just a calculator. You know, it's a video camera, still frame camera, calculator, scientific calculator, alarm clock, TV. What else do they do? Translator,
compass.
compass, flashlight,
Leveler? Don't some of them, like, you can put them on stuff, it'll tell you if it's level or not?
Yep. Map,
Anything.
Right. I got all that in my pocket now,
I'm telling you, aliens taught us how to do this, Ed. There's no way in 30 years or whatever, 40 years, that we learned how to build these damn smartphones. But yet we can't make it back to the moon.
I don't even want to get started on that because about 3 months ago, I got onto for some reason, YouTube was showing me conspiracy theory videos.
We didn't go to the moon. It was all staged, man.
And I got sucked into that. And
next thing you know, Ed will be saying the earth is flat.
No. I know it's round. I know that bastard's round. But if the world wasn't round, the cats would have done knocked us off of it by now.
Oh crap! Do you think it's the? I don't know about the moon landing. It seems almost impossible though, considering we can't fucking do it now. Why haven't we sent somebody back? Establish some kind of colony up there or some shit. I don't know.
Well, is it that we can't go back, or we don't want to go back, or I should say, is it that we don't want to go back, or is it that we can't go back? What did we find up there?
Yeah, I want to say we just don't want to go back because there's nothing there. Honestly, it's just full of cheese.
Yeah, I mean, with all the satellites that we've sent out into space, I've never seen any photos or anything of the backside of the moon.
Right.
So what did we find up there?
That's true.
That's my theory. Don't come at me, if you have different theories. I fully believe that we actually did put people there, and there were people on the moon itself. But never mind. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole.
Subject.
No, yeah, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
There's a bunch of people out there that
yeah, because I'm kind of along the theory of like you said, the technology. What was there a crash in Roswell?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe so.
Because if you look at that timeline, that's just about when things started ramping up for us. Look at 200 years before that, and a little bit of time how we've progressed
with airplanes and jet engines and
spacecraft and computers. Yeah. Like I said, just look at 200 years before that point in time, and then from then till now.
Shit, I'd say look back just at the 60s. I mean, the technology just from the 60s to now is. Then you think back again from earlier, whatever, the 1800s. The technology was moving very slow, as far as the wheels and all cars and all that stuff. And we ramped it up quick, man. It's weird how fast we ramped it up with the technology, and I'm happy I get to see some of this cool stuff in my day. I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong.
It is 100% cool going from dial-up telephone technology to what we have today. In my lifetime. Yep. And well, I was just thinking today because I was clicked on another different video, and it was like movie clips, like old movie clips. And somebody was dialing a push button phone, and the 0 underneath it had operator. How many people today, kids today,
know what even an operator was?
Yeah.
Hell, I'll never forget when my daughter got in the old Chevy pickup truck, Ed, and she looks down at the window crank and goes, "What does that do?" All she knows is electric windows in a car. Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, you remember when they went from the dimmer switch for the headlights going from the floor to the turn signal, right?
Yeah.
You know, in West Virginia, they had to put it back on the floor, right?
No, really?
Too many people getting their foot caught in the steering wheel.
Trying to hit the dimmer switch.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I like Danson's comment there. No, I don't think the moon's flat. No.
I've never seen you at the meetings.
Yeah. Maybe hollow, but not flat.
What gets me though, have you seen the Bigfoot AI?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that's incredible, dude. That's absolutely incredible. It's funny as hell too.
Oh, that's to say, yeah. It's the technology that how they're doing it is phenomenal. I just roll laughing on 90% of this some of them. Yeah, Renegade said the windshield washer pump used to be on the floor too. Yep.
Huh.
But yeah. Okay, let's change that subject because
But they still can't make a decent lawnmower. No.
I can't show you all my tinfoil hat laying over here. You know.
What's bad though is lawnmowers have seemed to go in the opposite direction. They were really good back in the day, and now they're garbage.
I was sitting at the tractor pulls yesterday, looking at some of the trucks and stuff that you know, some people have like newer trucks and stuff like that. Some people like me have like the older like 05s. And there's a couple guys that have old trucks. You know, we're talking like late 90s, early 2000s. Some of them late 90s, early 2000s are in better shape, original, not redone, original, than some of these trucks that are 5 or 10 years old.
Yeah, they put real steel in them back there.
Exactly.
The real deal steel.
Right.
I backed into my damn C10 with my big zero turn Gravely, and it didn't even hurt it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nowadays, you look at a truck wrong and you put a dent in it.
Well, you drive through one mud puddle with salt water in it, and your frame rusts in half.
Yeah, that's a big deal down here in Florida is rust. Oh my Lord. I've rebuilt my boat trailer 3 times.
Oh. Hey, Quick Wrench, what's happening?
Y'all hit the like button if you're just coming in. Make sure you hit the like.
I'll do you one better, Wayne, on that mixed drink thing. We used to use windshield washer pump, the tanks with the little pumps in them, put them in the trunk and run a line out and drop it down in front of each wheel with bleach water in it.
Ooh.
Like a 90% bleach, a little bit water.
That's brilliant.
And, dude, we used to do some smoky burnouts. Smoky burnouts, baby. Stop, turn that pump on, click it off, roll forward just a little bit, just smoke rolling off.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. We used to get some cars that, you look at them and are like, there ain't no way that car's going to do a freaking burnout. Oh, yeah, baby. Hit that little pump and that would, we would literally, like once a month with my one buddy's truck, we would go to the junkyard like once a month and buy 2 tires to put on the back of that thing because he was constantly just freaking burning them off.
When I was a kid, man, when I was a teenager, I couldn't leave a stop sign without burning out, dude. It was just, those are the fun days, man.
Yeah. Well, on my 69 Impala when I was in high school, and I'm really going to show my age now. Do you remember the old truck steering tires that had like the straight tread on them? Oh,
yeah.
That's what I had on the back because them things did the best burnouts.
Yeah.
Heck with them all season tires and everything else. I had a really nice set of like all season on the front, but on the back, yeah, we'd go to the junkyard and I'd find a pair of them things, takeoffs, and put them on the back. And a couple months' time, it was time for a new set, So, oh man, our hour has flown by, y'all.
It's all that awesome talk.
All that conspiracy theory stuff. So, all right, y'all, we're going to end it. I appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out. I will probably do a cooking video for this week. I just got to get my dead butt out there and do it tomorrow evening, get it done and edited and get it uploaded. But today just got away from me. But we'll get one. We'll get a new one up. We won't rehash one. You guys deserve better than that. So appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. And like, comment, subscribe to Nate's channel too. We'll catch you all on the next one.
Don't worry about me.